Are you a maths teacher who want to create engaging lessons on YouTube or create content for your students, but you don't know how to go about it or where to start? Let me tell you, you are in the right place. In these lessons, we are going to dive into to explore step-by-step process to create math lesson that engages students on any social media handle or in. Hi, this is Alan, a math teacher passionate about making math accessible through YouTube, Studio, and through other platforms. I help other math teachers to create content like this on their math channel or even in their classroom. So please subscribe for more tips on creating clear and engaging math lessons. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that when I release any other new video, you will not be left out. And so we have 5 main themes that we are going to look at, and the 5th one is very important. So we start with the step number 1. What you have to do is plan your lesson. Plan your lesson is a very key thing to do as a math teacher. You need to plan the lesson. 1, you ask yourself these questions. What math concept will you be teaching? So you ask yourself, what am I going to teach? What is the concept I'm going to teach under that particular math topic? Now, the next question is, who is your target audience? So you may want to know who your target audience are, whether it is at the basic level, at the SHS level, at the tertiary level, or who are the people that you are targeting to send forth your content. Are you targeting pre-service teachers? Are you trying to contact or to let your lesson teach teachers who are already in service how to improve upon their teaching? Or who are your target audience? You need to identify that before you create the content. Now, you ask yourself again, how can you explain the concept visually and practically? You may want to use visuals to explain, because nowadays and in the era now, visualization of the concept or the content you are going to teach is very key, because it gives memory of whatever you are letting the student to learn. Now, one thing I want you to take focus is that focus on one concept per video to avoid overwhelming viewers. So if you are talking about indices, if you are talking about geometry, if you are talking about any mathematical topic, focus on a particular concept so that you will not overwhelm your viewers with different things altogether. Now, the second key step is that create a clear lesson structure. You will want to create a structure for your lesson. You want to create, how should I start and how will I progress to the end of the lesson? Now, you may start with the introduction. The introduction consists of you being able to explain the concept and why that particular concept matters. So if you are creating the content for your students, you want to explain the basic concept in that content and why it matters. So if you are creating for the YouTube channel, you will want to tell your viewers why they need to study that concept by explaining the concept for them. And the second step in the lesson structure is create a step-by-step explanation. So you break down the concept into different stanzas for them to understand. So if you are talking about the area of a cylinder, you may want to first find the area of a rectangle. Like, you need to break it down for them to understand. You then just go and pick your devices and start creating any content. You need to put in a structure. And the third one is that you need to visually demonstrate what is going on. So visual demonstration is a key. So use diagram or animation. So if you watch some of my videos, I've used PowerPoint presentation, I've used a lot of things, but I've put in visualization for them to keep track on what is going on the channel. or on the video or on that particular lesson I'm teaching on. So either use diagrams or animations so that you can hook your viewers to what you are teaching, to the main concept of what you are teaching. All right. The fourth one is practice problems. That is, try to find questions and solve them. Provide examples for students to try. So after solving one or two questions, drop a question on the channel, ask them to solve it, and later now provide the information. So you are giving them the go ahead to pause the video to solve it before they come back and now verify their answer. All right. Now what you need to do is the fifth one. So we have mentioned 4. The last one is to summarize and do a call to action. So recap the very key points in the lesson that you have created. All right. So call to action is telling them to go ahead and solve more questions or to dig deep into the subject matter of what you are teaching. And also how the next video you are going to create or the next content you are going to create will be like, so that they can pre-study or be pre-informed about your upcoming videos, right? Now the third step is to choose the right tools. Now you have prepared your content. Now you have done everything that you need to present. You need to choose the right tools. The tools to use in the creation of your videos. I have some recommended tools here for us. If you want to do the screen recording, like what I'm doing now, you can use the OBS Studio, you can use the Camtasia or the Loom. But currently we have a free version which comes with your device, if you are using a laptop. So the inbuilt screen record is what I am using now. So you can use the inbuilt screen record to equally record what? Your screen. On my device, I can just press on the print screen key, and then you can get your recording start for you. All right. The next tool I recommend is a digital whiteboard, maybe OneNote, Jamboard, Microsoft Whiteboard, any of these. So you look for where, if you are somebody who wants to write, you want to teach by writing visually or virtually, so you need this to also start. The next one is the graphing tools. Which tool can I use to graph, because we are dealing with mathematics content? So which tools are useful when I want to graph certain things for my students to better comprehend what I'm saying? The first one I recommend is the Desmos, and the second one is the GeoGebra. GeoGebra is one of the platforms where you can do construction, you can do a lot of animations, you can do graphical representation of your data, a lot, right? So you need to get those tools that you will be using in your content creation. Now we look at the editing software. Which editing software can I use to edit my videos? We have the iMovie, the CapCut, which is what I use. I use CapCut in editing my videos. You have the Adobe Premiere Rush. So Adobe Premiere is another one you can use. It has the free version, and CapCut 2 has the free version. But nowadays most of them have been in the pro version. So, but you need to choose which one is more easy for you to use. All right. Now, the tip I'll give you is that test your setup before recording. you may end up by recording nothing. So you need to test them to see if they are really working well or running properly before you start the recording, so that you don't talk into the air, or you are teaching your students, they can't hear you, so you need to prepare ahead of time before. Now the fourth one is that, like I said, the fifth one is very important. So stay tuned to the end of the fifth one. So if you are the first time here, I want you to do me a favor by subscribing, hitting the notification bell, so that when I release any other new video, you will not be left out. And don't forget to give me a like. Alright, so the fourth one, record effectively. Make effective records, make your voice clear. Now the tips for the recording I will give is that: 1, speak clearly and maintain a steady pace. 1, speak clearly and maintain a steady pace. 1, don't speak too fast, don't speak too slow, so that your content will be on the mark. 2, use simple, relatable language. Don't go and start using heavy words or words that you yourself is finding difficult to pronounce. So use a simple language that your viewers will understand. And this also helps when you want to translate the language you are using, English or any other language, into a different kind of language, which the YouTube provides a space for that. So you need to speak clearly. 2, you need to use a simple language. And the third one I recommend is highlight key points with annotations. So when you want to say something or put an emphasis on something, you need to use annotations to emphasize that. All right. The last one I'll recommend is keep videos concise, maybe 8 to 15 minutes. 8 to 15 minutes, and that will be helpful. So if we look at most of my videos, they are the longest you can get, maybe the 15, except I'm creating on a particular large content, which I need to proceed to maybe 30 or somewhere, or I'm doing a live recording. Then you can see a longer time duration. But at least 8 to 15 minutes can keep your people on the track. Now the last one, let's go into it. The 5th step, that is into your editing skills. Edit, optimize for YouTube. So you need to edit clearly and optimize your content for YouTube. You need to get the keywords and all everything that you need to trend on YouTube very well. So you will want to, 1, the editing and optimization is the key. 2, you need to trim unnecessary parts when you are creating the content. After that, you may enter into the editing, like I said, and you need to cut off all portions, unnecessary parts, things that are not supposed to be included in the video for your audience. So you need to trim them off. And then use simple transition and overlays. Don't go and use overlays or transitions that distract the main idea you're portraying. Just like even creating PowerPoint presentation, you don't need to use too much transitions or animations that will, draw the main concept off link. You need to just make it simple. Now, add an engaging thumbnail and title. So you need to create a thumbnail. When we talk about a thumbnail, it's the picture you see on the YouTube homepage when you see any video you are searching for, right? So that first image is what we call the thumbnail. The thumbnail must be very engaging and contain your title so that it can hook people to your video. The thumbnail tells the viewers what they are coming inside the video to do, right? What they should be expecting in the video. So if it's clear and it's able to hook the viewers, then you are going to get a lot of people attracted to your channel. And the last one is use keywords in title and description for visualization. That's why I said that 5th step is very key. So these optimization processes are the one that will either let your video to go viral or to not let it get a lot of views. So the keywords you are going to use, the title and your description, they must be visible for people when they are searching for it. Alright, and the thumbnails are the key thing you need to consider in creating the videos you want to do. So in my next video, I will want to talk more on how to create the content itself. I will do a demonstration of how to create some math content for you to go ahead and start creating your videos. Please, again, if this is your first time of hitting my channel, please don't forget to give me a like, a subscribe, and to hit that notification bell so when I release any other new video, you will not be left out. I have a book that I've released on Amazon. There are 2, which one is on math, that is mastering your mathematics. So the link will be kept in the description, so you can go ahead and watch it or buy it on Amazon. There's another book I've recently released. It's a story book, but it's a kind of, bringing out your creativity, your potentials within you. The title of the book is The Genius Within, which will also be kept in the description, so you can go and look out for it. And the other tools I'm using, I will put them also in the description, so you can go and buy them if you want to use them in your content creation. The tripod stand, the microphone, and other tools. So go ahead and buy them. Thank you and have a nice time.